You didn't start your business to spend your days putting out fires, did you? Yet, so many founders find themselves stuck in reactive mode. Faith has worked with over 75 clients to turn that chaos into calm, including me at the Social Connection Summit. She helps business owners identify their biggest time drains, automate what drains them most, and build systems that work even on the days they don't feel like it. In just 10 minutes, you will identify your number one business bottleneck and walk away with a simple three-step audit to decide what to automate first. Please join me in welcoming Faith Maduka.
Thank you, Coach Lee. Thank you, Becca. Hi, everyone. Nice to see all smiling play faces. All right, so I'm Faith Maduka, as Coach Lee said, and we're going to be trying to put out some fires today in our business, and I hope this really does help. So, a little backstory about me, and I'll transition into what we're going to be talking about today. I run Tech and Clients. It's a business position to help business owners with their system. And that's what I help business owners build systems that actually work. And while I was thinking about today, I was like, why not just start with your own story? Because that's actually more relatable to what business owners are probably going to be going through. So earlier this year, I started this year really, really sick. Like I was just out of it in January and in February, and I could barely get out of bed and particularly do anything. And normally that would be a disaster for any small business owner. Just you would feel like you're leaving clients waiting or deadlines are piling up or everything is just falling apart. But it didn't feel that way to me for the first time. And that was because I spent last year actually building a system. I didn't even know that I was going to fall sick in January and February, but I spent last year building a system for my business. And I'm not just talking about like tools or hacks, but actually looked at my repeatable processes that would let my business run even when I couldn't show up for my business. And that's the major difference between working in your business and actually building a business that works without you constantly putting out the fires. So I know most of us are stuck in reactive mode and you're solving the same problem every week, probably like you're messaging clients every week or you're onboarding them every week is if it's such a busy time in your business, invoicing, follow up, setting one process up or the other, just because you have to start it from scratch every single time um, a new client or a new situation comes up. But that's not a good thing as a business owner, and it's not a good time management problem. And so this is where we jump into working on your system because the process is repeatable and it is solvable by one or two things that you probably already have in your business. And that's what system actually means. So when I say systems, I don't mean like a complicated software or any fancy automation. It's very simple. A system is just a repeatable way of handling something that happens more than once. So if it happens more than once in your business, you should start thinking about how do I automate this? How do I make this process work without me at least 80% so that I can use the remaining, so I can use the 20% to work on it, and then 80% is being handled by something other than me, and that frees up my time as a business owner. So if you're like onboarding clients more than once, then you probably need a system that they flow through and is personalized to their use case. If you're following up with leads constantly and there is like this singular process, then you also need a system. If you're constantly like sending things to them, onboarding materials or whatever, then you also do need um, a system. So first of all, I know it's not everything that can be systemized, but then thankfully the world is moving at a very fast pace. And so new things are coming out every day that will actually help business owners improve their processes and the system. So we try to fix everything at once, but sometimes, we also get overwhelmed. And so I built a system, a framework that helps you figure out where to start from in your business, because it's one thing to realize that you're having a system problem, but then you're trying to realize, what do I really need to work on in my business to just take that load off me, and so that I can actually function as the CEO that I'm meant to be, or as the founder I'm meant to be in my business. So this system is called the Rita system, and it helps you to audit your tax so that you know how to systemize and what to delegate, what to protect. And Rita simply stands for role-based tax. So the R stands for role-based tax. I stands for innovative tools. The T stands for tax that you aspire to do. And A stands for assignable. And I'm just going to be walking you through that real quick. So we're going to start with the R, which is the role-based tax. So this is like the high-level stuff that only you can do in your business. You started your business for a reason. We all know our whys in our business and what makes us do what we do and why we stay in business. So that's your vision, your strategy, your leadership. Those are the things you can systemize. They are what makes you you and what makes the business run. You can build systems around that, but you can't um, you know, get any other thing or push them out to someone else. So you definitely need to have more time for that. One thing I can also say in this area is I have actually had that problem, which is sales. I know we have a lot of sales people, but then as a leader, you're also thinking about sales and your business. And that's something that only you can really do in your business, because you understand the vision and the strategy around that part. So that is something that only you can do, and you need your time to focus on that and get those needed clients or the reason why you started that business. Then the next one is the innovative tool, and this is, as the name is, innovative tools, just your tools. So these are repetitive tasks that you do manually that tech can actually help you handle. And few examples that we have in our business is like the email marketing. So we all got an email from Coach Lee today, right? Coach Lee would have sent that one by one, and that would have been painful. And people like, okay, this doesn't make sense. Which business owner does that? But last week I met with a business owner. No, earlier this month, she was running an event, just like a meeting, small gathering, but she was emailing everyone manually on LinkedIn, one by one. She had no email list, so everyone on her email that she had their email, she was copying, pasting, copying, pasting. I was like, okay, I'm not going to join you to do this. I'm going to help you on this part, but if you're not ready to set up this system, I can't copy and paste with you. So if you're doing that, imagine how many hours it will take you to achieve doing that every single time. So that's something that an innovative tool can handle. Get your email list. There's a lot of them, MailerLite, Breville, thank you, out there, and you can just build that out. The second to the last one is tasks that you aspire to do. So these are growth projects that you just keep pushing down your list because you don't have the resources yet to achieve them, right? And then assignable tasks. After you build your system, now you've seen things that are repetitive and things that you want to delegate. So these are tasks that you can hand off to someone else to run in your business. You don't need to do this, but you've already created a system that handles them, and then you can push that out to someone. So here is something that you can do now. You can look at your calendar for the past 1 month on 1 week, and then practically really ask yourself which of those tools or which of these things, the tasks you've done, that can either be role only, that can be innovative, handled by a tool, or you can push back to later, or you can assign to someone. One of the things that has helped me is tracking my time. I just use Clockify to okay, these are the tasks that I'm working on right now, and this is the task. So that actually makes you understand as a business owner, which of these tasks can you assign. And one of the beautiful things about assigning tasks is this: if you're spending 20 hours working on the particular task that can be assigned, then you know that you can free up 20 hours by getting someone to do it, right? So that is already you labeling the things that you're not really good at or need to do in your business. And that's That's it. So I will encourage everyone to actually look at their business system and get their systems together, protect their energy. And I hope that this actually helps you to grow beyond what you're currently doing.